Hi, it's a waning moon time while I'm recording this video, and it is also the waning time of the year. The sun is waning in power. Welcome to Mama Mandala. I'm Hagar, and I'm so glad to have this moment with you. It's a moment that is taking us in the natural world toward more darkness, toward the release of leaves falling off trees and of the last fruit dropping to the ground, to be nourishing the next cycle, to be reabsorbed in the earth. Because what's so beautiful about this gorgeous planet that we live within and on is that anything that is being released and let go of has to go somewhere. So when we are letting something go, when we shed skins, when we say that we are releasing what is no longer needed, it is going to need to go somewhere. And it is going to be reabsorbed in the soil, and it's going to nourish the cycle of growth that is going to come next. So anything that we shed also has to be decomposted. It has to be it has to go through a process of turning into something else, transforming and transmuting and becoming another form. Whatever is being shattered and dropped and sent in many directions and scattered all over the place has a way to find itself being recoalesced and reorganized and reshaped in one way or another. So in this season, it is a wonderful opportunity to practice moving into a process of allowing things that are being taken away, allowing the things in the year that have been dropped and not worked, or worked but that's taken away, or the things that have been going on this year and this time in our lives that we feel like we are in a process of reorganizing our relationship with them. This is a time of year to practice a release into the ground of our own being so that we can nourish the soil that is going to give growth to the next cycle, to the next thing. So we're going to do a little pranayama, a little breath work, a little practice to bring into our body this process, to invite into a somatic experience in our system, a process of shedding that allows us to be reorganized and that allows us to nourish ourselves in this time of release. So let's do this. We're gonna rest our hands on the thighs or on the knees. If you'd like to put your hands in a mudra, I recommend chin mudra for this one. It's just a simple index finger and thumb together. It's the mudra of wisdom and of consciousness, of awareness. We can break that down another time a little bit more deeply, and you can allow your eyes to soften and your awareness to be invited into this space, into where you are. You don't have to push it, you don't have to force it, you just have to allow your attention to slowly be brought in. As the eyes soften, you can also let them close if they want to close. And bring awareness to your breath. Simply notice the way that the breath is moving in and out. Notice if your breath is shallow or if it's deep. And also notice, become aware of the way that your breath is responding to the invitation to notice it, to pay attention to it. And allow your breath to deepen. Slowly and gently, slow it down. Expand the belly as the breath flows in, and softly allow the natural contraction in the muscles of your abdomens to occur as the breath flows out. And notice how cyclical this process is, how it invites a filling and an emptying, a waxing and a waning, a growing and a shedding, reminding you that all of life moves in this cyclical way, and that if this is a time in your life where you experience loss and where you're going through grief, the time will come when joy will find its way into your system. The time will come when something beautiful can grow through the ashes of what has been burnt in your life. And maybe as the year wanes and as sunlight wanes here in the northern hemisphere, and as the moon wanes, there's a relief, there's a softening. Maybe that process of leaves dropping feels good for you, so keep breathing. And allow the movement and the cyclicality to hold you and support you. And if you haven't already, bring a tone to the back of the throat so the breath now makes this resonant sound. So as you breathe in, you breathe into a tighter passage. And you breathe out through this tighter passage, so the breath makes this whispering sound as you exhale. Slow breath in. Slow breath out. Breathe in and pause at the top of your breath. And we're going to count for 5 as the breath flows out. So exhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold for a moment. And then inhale slowly through the tone in the back of the throat. Pause the breath at the top. And again, exhale for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pause. And inhale slowly. Pause. And then let's exhale for 6. So exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold. And slowly inhale through the tone in the back of the throat. Hold the breath at the top, and we'll exhale again for 6. Still out through the nose. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pause. And inhale slowly. Pause. And we're going to exhale for 7. So through the tone in the back of the throat, exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold. And inhale slowly in through the nose, through the tone, in the back of the throat, all the way to the top, and pause. And again, let's exhale for 7. Through the nose, through the tone, in the back of the throat. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold. And inhale. Pause at the top, and we're going to exhale for 8 if you can, and if you can't, you'll just do 7 again. So out through the nose, exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Pause and inhale slowly through the nose, through the tone in the back of the throat. Pause at the top of the breath. And again, we're going to exhale for 8. Out through the nose, through the tone in the back of the throat. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Pause. And inhale and exhale freely. Still through the tone in the back of the throat, but without counting. Letting the pause between the breaths simply occur without intentionally making it happen. Just noticing how it happens on its own. And then allow the tone in the back of the throat to be dropped, to be released. And let the breath breathe you. And notice how you feel in your system in this waning moon time, in this waning season, in this time, this moment where things fall and drop toward decay and the nourishment of what will come next. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope this was somewhat helpful for you for this moment in time, and I hope to see you soon. If you haven't yet subscribed to this channel, please do. Put a like on this video if you liked it, and head over to mamamandala.com and subscribe to our mailing list to get inspirational, seasonal, transformative, evocative messages directly in your inbox. Who doesn't want that? All right. Thanks, my dear. I will see you soon. Mwah. Namaste.